Hi, and welcome to the start of a new school year. My name is Stacy Melito, and I've been assigned the new Assistant Principal of Instruction role for our school district for the 2012-2013 school year. Just a little bit about myself. I'm a graduate of Montclair State University with a bachelor's degree in biology. I completed a post-baccalaureate certificate program in secondary science education from William Patterson University, and then I went on to get 2 master's degrees, one in biological science from Montclair State and a second in education, instructional strategies from TCNJ. Recently, I am a new graduate of Rutgers University, where I received my supervisory endorsement this past summer. I have 11 years experience as a middle school biology teacher and 5 years experience as an adjunct professor for the Regional Training Center through an articulation with the College of New Jersey. This experience has helped me work with adults and graduate students and fellow teachers. I've learned a lot teaching the classes that for TCNJ, as well as I feel like I've passed on some information I've gathered over the years as well. It's a great collaborative program. I would like you to take a few minutes to introduce yourselves. We are going to make a visual autobiography of ourselves, and we're going to present them to one another so that we can kind of get a better understanding of where each other comes from, as well as some personal information that you choose to share with one another. Your visual autobiography is going to be a picture that you depict your life events, your accomplishments, your transitions. There's no right or wrong way to do this, and most of us are not artists, so it's okay, we're not judging your drawing. You'll see my life chart first when we do present them, and you'll see that I'm not an artist. It's got to be a visual spatial activity, so there's no written words. Again, it's okay if you're not a great artist. I just want you to include stuff that you would like to share with us. Your major accomplishments, things that you're proud of, family, anything that is you. Your interests, your goals, should all be represented on this page. This chart will be utilized in future in-services that we have, so we're going to hang on to them after we present them today. So let's take a few minutes and do that and make our presentations. So after several minutes have passed, we get back together. Your visual autobiography will make more sense to you. Well, it'll not make more sense. It'll be discovered and explored in greater depth at our next meeting. So just hang on to them. You've done a great job on them. I'd like to discuss with you several things throughout the course of this introduction of myself. I want to talk about our roles in grade level meetings. Grade level or team planning meetings occur once a week, as it's designated in your schedule as a team planning time. I will be in attendance at those meetings just as an extra pair of ears and an extra team member to problem solve and discuss your concerns, your stresses, things that you've encountered during the week that you'd like to talk to your team members about for some considerations or some strategies that you might be able to use on dealing with situations. These meetings are for me to help me keep a pulse of at-risk students, parent interactions you may have that I can be kept abreast of to kind of play a mediator between our staff and parents, and for just to kind of get a pulse on the morale of your team. It's very important that you guys are feeling well to do your job and you're confident and your year's going well. This is also an important time for you to voice your concerns and frustrations to me about anything that might be going on that I can deal with on an administrative level. For example, if you have a parent that you've contacted, you've had team meetings with, they've attended conferences, and you're still not quite getting through to them, maybe a different a different perspective on it might help, as well as maybe myself contacting them. So I'm basically at your disposal at your team meetings. I'm just here to offer support and help you in any way I can. Faculty meetings, basically we have to talk about who makes up our faculty. Everyone needs to be in attendance at the faculty, and since it's a faculty meeting, I will be starting the discussions, but it's just that, a discussion. My role is basically the liaison between our school subgroups, our paraprofessionals, our child study team, our parents, our community, our Board of Education, and teachers. What I would like to do is set up a discussion format, which means that your participation, your experience, your knowledge of topics at hand, and interpersonal skills are very, very important. Without you, the faculty meetings won't run the way that they're supposed to run, which is a discussion, and I want your insight. There will be an agenda of topics posted at least one day prior to the meeting for everyone to review. Faculty meetings occur once a month on the scheduled date. There will always be an open forum at the end of each meeting to discuss topics that were not listed on the agenda. If something comes up that you would like to mention and foster a discussion, that would be fantastic. We want to try to keep our faculty meetings brief because I feel like if we keep them brief, people will be more focused, they'll be more driven and not looking at the clock as to when we're getting out. So I would like to keep them brief. And they are just basically for us to touch base and talk about anything that might have come up that I have to articulate to the whole staff and not just to individual teams. Educational support staff expectations. The educational support staff is a part of our team, and it's really important that they meet with their teams during designated team time. Sometimes schools that I've been in, the child study team members feel as though they're not really part of the group and they don't belong to any specific team. So if you teach in-class support, you will be meeting with that specific grades in class, with that specific grade that you do in-class support for as team meetings. And you also will be, I've allotted time in the schedule for aides and special education staff to meet once a week while the regular ed teachers are teaching basic skills. So this way you can kind of meet with the individual teams, take it back, and meet as an individual subgroup, the special education staff and aides and the speech pathologists. In-class support teachers are as much a part of instruction as regular ed teachers. The regular ed teachers might have more content knowledge, but it's very important that special education teachers are utilized in the classroom. I would like to eventually approach a point where we get to in-class support being co-teaching, so that both teachers have an equal role in the classroom, and if someone were to walk in, they really wouldn't be able to distinguish one from the other. That's very important. Assessing poor student performance. We are going to sit down as teams, as grade level teams, and as well as subject specific teams to review test scores. Tests are not the end all be all, but they do judge us and rate us. So we do need to try to make some sense of the test scores and see where we're lacking and kind of match up our curriculum to see if there's something that we could do to improve those areas that we seem to be lacking in. I also would like us to foster a discussion about what you think. You're in the trenches, you see the students every day. Is there something we're not doing that we should be doing? What's been successful for you? What hasn't been successful for you? I would also like to involve students. I'd like to give them a survey. How do they learn? And it's not really, we're not going to be, the students aren't going to be evaluating teachers